Hi everyone again. Another topic from series of dreaming our dreams. There are a lot of fairy tales who have this metaphorical bird that is magical and bring happiness to people, but they're very hard to catch. I remember reading especially Middle Eastern fairy tales with Hazaran Bulbul. There is equivalent in Russian fairy tales. It's Żar-Ptitsa, and I know there's many more, like a singing bird, because when she sings, everyone is happy. So this idea of catching the bird of happiness, we can meet a lot, quite often in fairy tales. Now, how does it relate to our reality? Now, first of all, though this bird is very hard to catch, and especially this Middle Eastern fairy tale when two brothers go to get this bird for their favorite sister, they fail because it's almost impossible to get this bird, because this bird lives in a very high mountain and you have to be capable to climb this mountain. But beside that, on the way to this mountain, there are a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome to get this bird. So they had this beautiful idea to get this bird of happiness for their favorite sister, which is very common thing in Middle East. You know, that the brothers are very protective towards their sisters. So, but the brothers were not able to succeed because there is a very scary voice, whispers in their ear, and you should be able to not turn back and look who's actually talking to you with this scary voice that gives you chills. And it's almost impossible to not do it, impossible to disregard it, and whoever turns, they become a huge piece of stone. So all this mountain covered with huge stones, it means every time whoever brave prince or whoever wanted to succeed to get this bird to taste the happiness, they weren't able to. Now, two brothers didn't succeed, and then sister recognized that they are not doing good. Nobody came back, so she dressed up like a man and went to find her brothers because she loves them. So it's all logical, it all makes sense. She loves them, she wants to find them. Now, the other thing, everybody thinks that this girl is very weak, they need to protect her, but turns out she became even stronger than them. She was able to save them and find the bird of happiness for her. But what was the price? How did she do it? This is the important moment. This is very interesting moment. So those voices that exist in fairy tale and in reality, like, oh, we don't, it's just fairy tale. The truth is those voices whisper in our head all the time. That's our brain that constantly scares us, tells us this is possible, this is impossible, you cannot do this, you can do it, and puts limitation all the time in our life. And it's almost impossible to not listen to this voice. And only very wise and brave people end up recognizing this and just disregarding this voice and going after what they want. And again, not just whatever, but coming out from space of heart, from love, because this sister, she went to save her brothers. She loved her brothers, and that gave her this power to disregard it. Of course, they had this wizard who helped her, and I believe the wizard helped the brothers too. But brothers still disregarded it, and they looked back. But she was wise enough to cover her ear with the cotton, and so the voice wasn't that strong. So she was able to disregard this and climb the mountain, regardless of all the dead people around in shape of stone, and reached the magic bird of happiness. So it tells a lot, because right now it sounds metaphorical, but the truth is that voices is constantly in our brain, in our head, telling us this is dangerous, don't do this, don't do that. but we need to just follow our heart, disregard these voices. Sometimes, maybe, just let them guide us, but never let them stop us. So we should go after the heart and let our mind to guide us through this adventure we choose, going from the heart space towards the dreams and towards the happiness that we can reach only living with our heart. Just for some reason wanted to share that, because the topic that I am discussing now on audios, on videos, it's all about dreaming our miracle dreams. So we can dream fully, openly, only when we just disregard scary voices that constantly whisper and limit us from being unlimited. Good luck with not listening to these voices.